Stevie Ray Vaughan wrote this tune that went, if the house is rocking, don't bother knocking, don't bother, come on in. Well, no need to knock tonight on Film Row in Oklahoma City. Come on in as the Thunder and several hundred of their fans welcome Paul George to a team that is suddenly back in the middle of the conversation about the NBA's legit contenders for the coming season.
They have filled this place a lot like they do Chesapeake Energy Arena. For every Thunder home game during the regular season and postseason, it's an incredibly enthusiastic, full house here in anticipation.
Fans have been coming into this building for the last hour and a half, and we're beginning to wonder where they're going to put them all. With Matt Pinto, I'm Brian Davis. We're glad to have you along at the Jones Assembly, a new event center just west of downtown Oklahoma City. Paul George is going to be the main event here tonight, and in just a couple of minutes we will send it to the stage here at the building. But, you know, in the not quite 10 years that we have been here in the Southern Plains, Matt, the Thunder has distinguished itself for the enthusiasm of its fans, and all of a sudden that enthusiasm is back at another level.
Well, it's remarkable how the news of Paul George joining the Thunder has been received by this energized city, so excited about what this might mean on the court for the Thunder looking to this season. But the Thunder have certainly taken on a different dimension and tone to their roster that has this city energized as well. But I think it's all captivated by what we're seeing here tonight.
George, the four-time All-Star, acquired in trade from the Indiana Pacers in late June. The deal officially announced last week. Yesterday, the Thunder also introduced a couple of free agent acquisitions in Raymond Felton and Patrick Patterson, late of the Clippers and the Raptors. And now you've got a really solid veteran group to go along with Russell Westbrook, who is coming off of one of the greatest individual seasons in NBA history.
Well, and Raymond Felton anchors a bench unit now, BD, that a season ago struggled at times to hold its own ground when Westbrook left the floor. Now they've got a veteran stabilizer in Felton. Patrick Patterson, a free agent signee, brings a stretch element offensively from the three-point line. So Billy Donovan licking his chops to have Russell Westbrook and Paul George in more space as a result of defenses being occupied by Patterson's presence. Also an excellent screen setter and ball mover. And then Paul George is the coup de grace, no question. A four-time All-Star, a three-time All-Defensive selection, outstanding on both sides of the ball, a presence alongside Westbrook that I think has these fans mesmerized.
Well, I ran into Billy Donovan a little while ago and I said, Coach, you just got a whole lot smarter. Paul George has been in Oklahoma City for about 24 hours. Now understand, it was about 100 degrees here yesterday, and still a couple hundred fans showed up at the Will Rogers World Airport here in OKC and stood at the fence where they normally greet the team when it comes back from important games late in the season in the playoffs, and a couple hundred fans giving their love to Paul George, and he was giving it right back to him.
Well, I mean, you can see the reciprocation and the degree of excitement that Paul George had, and then it's moved forward since his arrival late yesterday afternoon. The city is definitely Paul George eccentric right now. A photo shoot this morning, an opportunity to wear the Thunder colors for the first time for Paul George, and he's expressed nothing but an incredible level of excitement about joining this team and playing alongside the members that he'll be joining this season.
He has a terrific personality. People who were with him in Indiana over his 7 seasons with the Pacers said that he's essentially the same guy as when he walked in the door from Fresno State in his rookie season. But one of the things in Paul George, you've got a guy, a 4-time All-Star, an Olympic champion, a man who has been to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. Raymond Felton was talking yesterday about the importance of having experience. These guys know how to get the job done. Paul George knows how to get the job done.
Well, look at his ascension as a player, BD. The 10th overall pick by Larry Bird. His first 2 seasons, you saw some of the flashes. His 3rd season, he exploded, became the most improved player in the NBA. His 4th season was riddled by a gruesome leg injury that he recovered remarkably from. His last 2 seasons have seen him average better than 23 points a game, more than 6 rebounds, and 2 years ago, 205 three-pointers made. A season ago, more than 190 at nearly 40% efficiency. Efficiency defines his offensive game. Tenacity defensively. He's got a great competitive spirit.
He is highly efficient. Thunder fans may not want to remember the fact that a year ago, March, when they went to Indiana George dropped 45 points on him on 29 shots. That's the kind of efficiency that you're going to need to have out of one of your main shooters playing next to Russell Westbrook.
Well, and I think the other thing about Paul George is that he's kind of an unassuming personality, but he gets after it in terms of communicating with his teammates. Raymond Felton also yesterday said he's an outstanding communicator, and he will, in a huddle, get into his teammates in a positive, encouraging way, always bringing that game in, game out, practice in, practice out. That's invaluable in the NBA.
If you look at the progression of Oklahoma City from day one in 2008 to the run to the conference finals in 2011, the finals, and then that good run from 2012, 13, 14, one of the things that came to define an Oklahoma City Thunder player is a man who is defined by adversity, whether that was professional adversity or whether that was personal adversity. You talked about the leg injury that George suffered 3 summers ago. He had the press conference that he gave just after that, he needed a wheelchair to get in there. But that night, he said, I will be back. And there was some doubt as to whether or not he'd be able to get back. But he worked his way back and was able to return to the floor before the following season even ended, which was great for him because it became that following summer became not about rehab, but about basketball. And Paul George, as you mentioned, Matt, continued to take strides forward. And again, he's terrific at both ends of the floor. We'll get back into this as we continue here at the Jones Assembly. But now let's take it to the stage.
You guys had a lot to strive over this past 9 seasons. 7 playoff appearances, 4 conference finals, an NBA finals, a 60-win season, and an epic history-making season from your guy, Russell Westbrook. Today is about the next chapter, an exciting time as the Thunder continues to move forward. It's not every day that you get a 4-time All-Star and gold medalist added to your squad. So give it up for that, turn up for that. One of the best 2-way players in the game. His kick game is crazy, and he's pretty fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the newest member of your Thunder, Paul George.
I got a set of twins. Those were just some words you'll never hear again. For the final time, you don't believe these fools. I've never seen a worker rock so many jewels.
So first of all, welcome to OKC.
Thank you, thank you. Thunder up.
I mean, how loud is it in here?
It's crazy loud. This is a glimpse of what we're getting. This is a glimpse right here. It's crazy.
So yesterday at the airport, you kind of got a sneak peek into, how dedicated these fans are. How was that?
It was awesome. It was awesome. I was told that I would be greeted by a bunch of fans, but no way could I have been prepared for what I got getting off that plane. My family as well. So it was love, man. As soon as I stepped off that plane.
So from the outside looking in, what's your perception of this team? How they play, how the fans are?
It's all energy, all energy. They got the MVP in the Brody. But man, it's about hard workers, just a relentlessness. And everybody, it's a real brotherhood. We play the Thunder. When I played the Thunder, you got a brotherhood vibe from playing the team. And, I'm just going to add on to it.
So what are you looking forward to most about playing this season?
Playing in front of you guys, honestly. I look forward to representing those 3 letters.
So you're pretty tight with Russ. We saw the post you had, the Brody, you and the Brody are together now. What's it going to be like playing with him, and what's he like playing against him?
Well, I'll figure out what it's like playing with him. I envision, it just working, from day one. I think I'll be a great counterpart for him, make the game a lot more easier for him. I don't know how you do that for a guy that averaged a triple-double, but I think I can honestly make the game easy. Playing against him, it's always been hard. You know, he's a guy that never takes the possession off. And, you know, you got to account for him every time he touches that floor. You have to know where Russ is. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what we can build and what we can accomplish this year.
And we have Sam Presti here and Coach Donovan. Have you been spending time with those guys?
Yeah. Big, you know, huge. Can we give it up for Sam Presti? Really appreciative of this opportunity to come here and play in front of you guys. I had a real good time and being with Sam yesterday, being with Sam today. He's really rolled out the red carpet for myself and my family. You know, so we feel very welcomed here.
So I've known you for a couple years, and I'm sure the Thunder fans have been following along in your career. I feel like every year you get better, like literally every year. What's been driving you to get better?
Man, it's never been complacent, I feel. It's always wanting to be more, wanting more for yourself. And, you know, I've always went into summer looking to see where I can improve, where I can get better at. And it's fun. You know, it's fun. We got guys up and coming that are trying to take our spots, that you got to be prepared and ready for night in and night out. And then you got, you know, guys that you look up to that you're trying to catch. So it's always a competition thing. And, you know, when competition, you have to be prepared. So it just comes down to preparation.
I see you have your family here. What's it been like to have them support you throughout everything, you know, you coming back and, you know, just being the best you?
Say that again?
You have your family here, so like, what's it been like to have them support you, you know, through everything you've been through, just to be here, be a part of this moment?
It's been everything. My family is my backbone. They're my strength. It's the reason I'm able to be in the position I'm in now. They're the one that's picked me up every time I've fallen. So it's amazing. It's amazing to have them alongside with me, to carry them through this journey with me. And, you know, again, for them to be able to witness, you know, everything that I get to witness. And it's amazing. It's amazing, man. It's truly an honor and a blessing.
So we got to get serious for a second. There's a lot of stylish guys on this roster. I know you like fashion. Are you looking forward to, you know, the locker room banter about who's wearing what, or are you going to step your style up now that you're here in OKC?
I'm looking forward to challenging Russ. Fashion King is a new fashion king in town.
And I know you're a Nike guy. You know, I had to rep you with your PG ones. Yeah. How about these colorways here in OKC? Are you gonna go crazy?
Yeah. We're gonna play around a bit. We're gonna have some fun and excitement through our shoes this season. I actually just looked at them the other day, the colorways that I have on court this season. And also, we're working on the inline colorways that you guys can purchase. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun with colorways.
Cool. So yeah. So we're going to go to Twitter. We have a question from Taylor and Edmond. She said, with so many places to fish here in Oklahoma, she wants to know if you're bringing your fishing gear.
Will I be what?
If you're bringing your fishing gear.
Of course. Of course. Funny story is, flying here, I was looking out the window like a little kid, jaw dropping at every lake and pond we saw, you know, trying to pinpoint where that is so we can go to them. So we're looking forward to fishing here.
Well, I know these fans are excited to have you here. Let's give it up one more time for a final welcome to Paul George.
Thank you.